Okay, we are back again for another session of Prison Architect whilst using the GTD methodology in order to improve our gameplay and get used to using GTD in our life. Just going to load up the game. This is the first time I've done a series like this, you know. It came to me, and within 24 hours of initially having the idea, I'd set up the whole thing, which is really incredible, speed-wise, for me, at least. Okay, load where we're up to. Okay. It's amazing, you know, just reflecting back on this game so far. Of all the times I've played this game, we've not had a massive riot, we've not had massive amounts of death. Our cash flow is steady. It's not in the positive at this second, but it's not been horrendous. You know, normally, most games, most playthroughs of this, I had to open the intake of prisoners to the max to get as many prisoners in each day as I could, which would then overflood just so I could get more cash, just so I could, and then I would use that cash to try and build more cells and fix these fires, and there would be riots going off and so many complex things. I wasn't able to keep track of it, and with this system, this GTD system, I'm able to play this game at a level I've never in 10 years been able to play. You know, it's a miracle. You know, and you know, it's not all about gaming. You know, this is all an experiment to learn to trust GTD and to get experience with GTD, so that when I transition it and use it much more in my real life, it's much easier. You know, if you can run a massive prison or multiple prisons and other games using this GTD methodology, then a company or running your own life and the projects you've got in your own life is very simple in comparison. You know, it just turns your life into a game, you know, gamified to an extent. It makes things, it reduces the stress and the pressure, everything. I'll start thinking in terms of projects and next actions, and life will be very, very simple, you know. You know, imagine running a prison with 1,000 prisoners, the complexity of that. If you can do that, what is a few projects in your own life in comparison, you know? And that's what GTD enables us to do. Right, criminally insane, 6 are coming. That's 18 grand that will arrive in a minute. And the risk we've got now is because we keep bringing in criminally insane prisoners, but just to get extra cash. But the danger with that is that they're criminally insane, so they may start fights, steal more. And we were going to do the criminally insane cells, you know, the $5,000 cells. You know, this is very expensive. It may be a wiser move to do a lesser cell and get some lesser prisoners in. You know, like we could expand the land over here and just create a mega cell block, all for minimum security as an example, and have hundreds and hundreds of minimum security just for cash flow. Perhaps. These are the complexities we can add to the game later. Oh yes, what did we do last time? Oh yes, we were increasing the grading of the different rooms, I remember now. Yeah. Room qualities. I'd never, in all 10 years of playing this, I'd never increased the room. I'd never thought or increased the room qualities. So what are they at? 10. Canteens at a 10. Common rooms at a 10. Classrooms at a 10. That's fantastic. It's just the yard that's at an 8. Yeah, these cells. 15. And we put the same in all of them, but because we put it as a padded cell, it doesn't come up as a graded for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why. Temperature. Yeah, 20 degrees in the cell. laundry distribution, food distribution. The demand is 93 and the supply is 37. Oh. Got you. Meals being cooked 34. Maybe we need more cookies then. See, I'd never even looked at that before. On all the years again. Look at the supply and demand thing for the food. That's why we're struggling with the food. That's why they're not getting fed. We need to have more supply. Interesting. So let's put that as a project. What would it be called? We want food supply, exceeds demand. That's the project. That's our outcome that we are looking for. The next action, specifically, to accomplish that goal, is to place some more cookers. Place cookers and expand kitchen. Because we do have some space up here, so we will do that. And that will get built, and then those walls will possibly come down, or we'll have to destroy them. Not exactly sure. And then we want to place some cookies. More cookies. 1, 2, 4. Yeah, we'll do just that for the minute. That's good. Why are they not being placed anywhere? There are no free cells for this prisoner. Uh-oh. That's not good. I might just create some cells real quick. I don't know why they wouldn't. How many have we got out here? They're not even going to put them in the holding cell. That is not good. I might just create a bunch of cells really quick. Small padded cell. 10 of them or something, and then at least they got somewhere. It's just a temporary fix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we'll do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's 20. That should take some of the pressure off. How many workmen have we got? 30 workmen. Put the door here too. And then we'll reconfigure the walls in a minute. Yeah, we'll keep the game at the slow pace that it's at. We don't want to overrush anything. That is very, very high. I might just disconnect these cells. Yeah. When was that for the yeah, and then we'll connect this generator to these cells. They're still out here, they're still out here, that is not good. What is our loan situation? We could get a bank loan. Tool cleanup, we'll get that. What's our needs? Not too bad. Staff needs, they want food and warmth. Oh yes, so we're wanting to expand the kitchen, that's what we're trying to do. But we don't want to do the electricity thing just yet. I could rush this and put it on triple or 10 speed or whatever it is, just to get these built and these built. But I'm not interested in that at the moment. I'm interested in focusing on what else we have to do. We'll go to projects, go to the projects tab. When we've done an entire page, to make it easier, lower the dark blue staff needs. That's not, we already did that before. We did accomplish that, even though it is back. But education grant, we're still waiting on the education grant. That is still not complete. Build a church, we did that. Build, heat every cell, we've still not done that. Add death row, we've not done that. Expand the solitary, we did do that in the past. Create one level 15 quality cell, we did that. Significantly reduce the clothing need and double the laundry. Well, we did double the laundry. We could maybe triple the laundry, it just depends. Criminally insane expansion, we've done that. Max grade the yard, we haven't completed that. Yeah, we're on the max gradings now. Max grade the staff canteen. I wonder if we can do the psychiatrist's office or psychologist. Okay. I wonder if we had those things yet, if they're still off limits. They're still off limits. Yep. We need another 44 psychiatric sessions. Is our psychiatric sessions, or are they still going? Yep, psychiatric, 6 finished, good. We don't have a death row section yet. Yeah. So the game is stable at the minute. It's just stable. Okay, the electricity's been swapped. We will now connect this electricity to there. That's us set. That will have reduced this slightly. Yep. I didn't like it being that high. You know, it would be very close to it just blowing up or just turning off. And then the whole prison would be down of electric. Yeah. I'm not going to take any more prisoners actually, I'm going to turn intake off. Closed for now. Oh gosh. We've got fires because of protests. That is not good. Remove tunnels, just in case there is any. Right. 342 contraband items found in the last 7 days, my goodness. There's a lot. 18 in solitary and 15 awaiting solitary. We can expand the cleaning cupboard. There's a lot we can do. I want to get cash flow positive. Where is all our cash going? Guard wages is very big. Workman wages is a good size, and then the other staff wages. But the biggest is guards wages. $400, $300 below. Maybe we'll wait for tomorrow or something. Oh, we could reduce the pay. There we go. Third off the pay. We're up to $8,000 again. I wondered why it wasn't that we were breaking even. Okay. Max grade of the yard. I'm guessing, from my understanding, that when it says here the +2 points contains 10 of the above objects, I'm guessing it means that you need 10 dumbbell racks, 10 bleachers, 10 punch bags and 10 tyre apparatus, which means it's got to be absolutely massive. I wonder if you need 10 running tracks. Because if that's true, then it would be a very, very big yard, of which we don't have the space right now to make. We couldn't have 10 bleachers, those are massive. Maybe that's what it needs for it to be a good yard. Maybe that's it. Aha. Good yard. Why has this power There's a bunch more cookers. I think maybe we should expand security. The shop. Adjacent to the room shop front. Execution room. Is there shop front? Not too sure. Here comes the cookers. Why has the water gone off? Place them all for now, and we can reorganise them all later. Half the prison has no electric. It's alright because everyone's asleep anyway, so it's not the biggest issue in the world. We have removed that, so that's very good, so we can place it in place. Then we can turn that on now, I suppose. Place another sink. Okay, yeah, it just got overloaded. So we've got to wait for these capacitors to get put in first. Once they're in, it should be able to handle the load of all them cookers. I'd never really gone into logistics like food distribution and looked at this and said, what's the demand and supply? I've never really... We've been getting reports of sickness. Quarantining the affected to stop it spreading. Oh, that's a disaster, isn't it? Well, it actually tells you how many meals required, 110 meals ready, 3 meals being cooked, 11. Right. Got you. And then is it save the laundry? How does it work with that? Does it say? And then there's supply and demand of the weapons and stuff. Shakedown is still continuing, it's still getting done. Beds are coming in, everything's coming. It's all coming in its own time. There we go. Okay, so we're not doing the max grade of the yard at the minute. Price up the grade 15 cell, we did that. Make the psychiatrist's office max grade it. We can't do it because we're still waiting on the amount of sessions to be increased. That will take a little bit of time. Max grade the staff canteen. Drinks machine. Let's try it. Because we can also increase it in terms of size here. We can increase the actual width. Next actions. So we'll just put a mini header staff canteen. Just so it's easy to follow. You can or cannot do that in your own extensions. It just makes it easier to quickly glance at and know what they're about. So the specific things we need are add fan, add drink machine, add snack machine, add water cooler, add plant times by 4. Okay. Add window. And maybe expand. Expand the size. Which I might just do. It already looks quite rammed. Occasionally people come through the walkway to the planet. Let's do there. Classroom is there. That's perhaps that. Yeah. Let's do it. Put a door. Simple door. Just there for the moment as it expands itself. These cells will be getting built for a while. Cells not got any water. "41 infected prisoners." Not good at all. Not good. It's interesting that this sink is connected to water and the other sinks aren't. Okay, let's look at the food distribution. Supply and demand look very, very similar since we've got all these extras on. Right. Yeah, I think we've definitely supplied, which is very good. I placed the table because I'm not sure where the food trays are. I'm not sure how many we can have. Is it 20, 25, 17? Maybe each sink can only hold so many and then it stays on the sink. 18, 19, 20. Oh, it's still going. I wonder how many it was. 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely washing up, isn't it? 14 Is that the max? I'm not sure. Running low on cash. Not a good thing. We'll increase our bankroll temporarily. by 25 grand. Very, very briefly. Just so we can buy whatever is needed whenever it comes up. Okay. Ah, here we are. Demolish these walls. We'll keep the toilet wall. And then we will add the things that are necessary. Fan. Fan. Where'd it go? One fan. A drink machine. Drink machine. Snack machine. Drink machine, snack machine. Water. A water cooler. They'll be next to each other. Water cooler. 4 plants. What is causing the plant? 1, 2, 3, 4 plants. And a window. Yeah. So all we need to do now is change the room. Canteen. Let's expand it. Yep. And we'll just ensure that the deployment that is set to staff only. Yep. Staff canteen. That should expand our staff canteen. That should definitely expand it. How many is that? 37. 38, 39. Does it just go to 39? No. Where did they just go? They just dropped. I mean, how many sit there? 35 sit on the actual food trays. 40 or so. Yeah, there's a lot. Needs solving, that. Might add another sink. Cancel that, add the sink. Right over the door, in alignment with that pipe. Yeah, this is what happens with the prison. Look at all this supply trucks and stuff. We built all them cells, we pre-built, and they're getting built, but it just takes a while. And because the workmen also have to do the maintenance of the prison, like taking out the recycling and doing little jobs or repair jobs, it takes a lot longer for even something as simple as 20 cells to be built. Or maybe it's because we've been doing it at 1 time speed whilst expanding all these things. So in quality, we're at 5 out of 10. We're in quality. Let's go on bureaucracy. What else can we unlock? Small cells for 10 grand. Permanent punishments. 5 grand. Legal prep. Execution liability. We'll get that. 10 grand. Because we'll have... Alright, so have we built it all? The fan is built, the fan's there, cross it out, the drink machine, the snack machine, the water cooler is added, the 4 plants are added, the window is added, we did expand the size, so we've done it all. So we have expanded the staff canteen, the one room quality, it's on a 6 out of 10. I don't know why it's on 6. Do I need to add more drink machines or snack machines in order to increase it? Let's try it. Add another drink machine. Let's see what happens. So we're on 6 out of 10. Oh, I want to add utilities to this. I also want to add the water utility. Should be it. We'll do another shakedown since it's night time. Each night I like to do the shakedowns because prisoners are in bed and there's less chance of rioting, and the guards aren't busy sending people to solitary and doing different things. Okay. We've kept the game at 1 times pace for this session. Did it add the second thing yet? We're on a 6. As soon as that drinks machine gets added, we will see. It drops and increases to 7. Oh yeah, it has been added. We're still on the 6. Ah. Move tunnel. Very good. Cancel that for the minute. Try it. Produce the 10 superior beds. I'm still not sure why. I mean, look at all this contraband steel being found. It's taken a long time to build these 20 cells. Have we housed all these prisoners? Not just yet. We will do soon though, I'm sure. We don't want to add too many criminally insane prisoners here. Why are we not getting anyone to the... Maybe we need to add more guards. More guards. Yeah, okay. So the project, we'll go to projects real quick. We've just done a little bit of maintenance and increase really. We've increased the size of the canteen on both canteens. We've expanded the cells by 20 so that these prisoners who are stuck outside without a cell, it's glitched out, they'll get a cell. We've installed all the utilities for that. We've moved around the utilities. There's been a bit of maintenance really. We've tried to increase a few things. It's been a good little session. Projects. I mean, something that perhaps we could do in the future is experiment with some kind of system for when I complete a project, I cross it off in one colour, and then at the very end of the session I cross it off in another colour so it changes colour. But right before that I'm able to review, like, oh, what have I done this session, and they'll all be a specific colour. Colour coordinating things. But this is black and white anyway, but maybe that's something that could be done just naturally. Maybe some other kind of system, so it's much easier to see, oh, which projects have I completed in this session. It's much clearer. It's going alright so far. It's not too bad. It just takes a long time for these cells to build. It's because we don't have enough workmen. We could increase the number of workmen. Why is there no one on the door control system? 5 more guards. 2 more in there. Don't know why they are. There we go. See, when a door is... when it's a remote door and it needs to be opened by a guard, we need a guard in that room. Which means we need spare guards so that they can do that. Because we also allow our guards to go on breaks, so they go to the staff room to have their break and stuff. Yeah, I think 20% of the time we put it as. So we need to make sure that we do have enough staff members and guards to cover everything. Could increase the workmen, because it's taking a while. Five more. Because you only have to just get slightly above what's necessary. You know, it's like, as an example, if I expanded this entire prison to this whole section over here, or this whole section behind or above, and I built, say, 100 cells, but I didn't increase my workforce, that means the workmen would be slowly building all these cells, slowly, and it would take a long time. Whereas obviously, if I hire more, it costs a lot initially, but the speed, that is the balancing that we're trying to do in this game. Balancing cash flow with staff wages, with time, with prisoners. It is a complex thing. Many systems running simultaneously. 4 deaths today. That is not good. Not one bit. Hire another 3 guards. No cash, see? We're already on a 25 grand loan. I think we can go up to a $250,000 loan, but the orderly is moving in. That's interesting. We've got 5 orderlies. Maybe we should hire more. We'll put that as a project. So we're going to double our orderlies because we have a lot of criminally insane prisoners, and that's what the orderlies are for. This orderly is moving them around. Okay, for this session now, I'm good with what we've just done. It's just been a little bit of increases and some maintenance, but it has been its expansions. We've expanded both canteens. What is the food distribution right now? Demand's 114 and supply is 102. Fantastic. Very good. It's figuring out the exact formulas for each of these rooms, because there'll be, you need this many what is that, like a canteen thing? I don't even know what it's called. Like the food displayer, serving table. You need so many serving tables, to so many sinks, to so many cooks. And we don't know exactly, to so many cookers, to so many fridges. And I don't know the exact formulas. I could Google it and quickly figure out the formulas, but I think that would ruin the game, to start Googling around to find the exact formulas of all the different systems. It would make it boring. It would nullify the learning, because that's what's part of GTD is that I've got to set a project to try and figure out, oh, how do I figure out how many cookers to how many sinks? That's an entire project with many next actions. Maybe it's an experiment in another little small prison that's only for minimum security over here or something, and I experiment with it. These are little, instead of just Googling it really quickly, by having to solve it using GTD, it expands the belief in GTD, it expands the trust in the system, and that I can run these little experiments to solve things whilst also managing the entire prison at the same time, whilst also doing another expansion down here, and it enables many things to run at the same time. The complexity increases. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to gain the use of GTD and the trust in it, the faith in it, the emotional trust, the security and belief in GTD, so that we can do many things at the same time. Yeah, this has been a great session, and I'm going to end it now. Until next time. I think next time we will maybe do maybe continue to expand the number of cells, increase the grading of the rooms perhaps, maybe even buy extra land and do an entire plan of how to expand the prison. We'll figure it out on the next one. I'm not too certain. I'm still deciding. Okay, right, let's go down to the shutdown routine in the book. Weekly review, checklist, the shutdown checklist. Yep, the brief recap, we've expanded both canteens, and we've built some extra cells for these prisoners that were stuck outside. We've moved a few things around, like utilities and stuff. The outline in the next session, I'm not too certain. I think we need to fill this space somehow, you know, get some more orderlies. Yeah, I would like to get the prison capacity to 100. Yeah, that can be a project. Put that as a project. Increase capacity to 100. And the next action for that, the very next action that needs to be done to do that, is plan 20 cells. Which is just like that. It's a 10 and a 10. It's a cell block. Awesome. So we'll go back to checklists. Then we save the game. Save. Recording. Save. Awesome. And then I do Command 2 to end the recording. See you next time, guys.